Hey guys, what's up? It's CodeGamer1 here, and I've finally figured out my audio issues with my new mic, so it should be better balanced this time. I'm not going to be overpowering the game or anything, but the game's not going to be overpowering me now, which is a good thing. I already recorded this first episode of this series before this, but I had, you can see I have like Joy buttons set up. I was doing it with an Xbox One controller, but it wasn't really working out because it didn't read either of the triggers, and that made it really awkward to play because I had to have like the handbrake set up to be the start button or the 3 parallel lines button as it is on the Xbox One, which is stupid because they made it a different button and they changed the name, but it doesn't even have a name now. So I'm just screwing around in the menus right now. But I'm just gonna restore defaults. We'll change our controls as we go. But I'm just going to deal with the normal PC controls. I'm just playing on PC because it's easier to record. And I'll explain more about this walkthrough, slash guide, slash let's play, whatever you want to call it. Once we finish these first 2 missions. It basically forces you to play 2 missions at the start of this game. So I'm going to let you guys watch the start intro sequence. And then I'll be back. I'll be quiet.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
Liberty City is in shock today as the police and emergency services deal with the aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the prisoners being transferred in the convoy, and no group has claimed responsibility. The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion that followed the initial attack. Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack struck police hours afterward, when identification of the missing felons were further hampered by an attack by computer hackers on police headquarters databases. With the Porter Tunnel project falling behind schedule, this disaster leaves Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
Come on! Senor Dickhead! It's no problem to kill you. You're gonna be sorry. Aye, get lost.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
Alright, so this, okay, that's inverted. I'm gonna have to change that right away. Mouse settings, no thank you. Do not like invert, oh shoot. Accidentally pressed defaults again. So yeah, we're in Grand Theft Auto 3. The nostalgia is real, guys. That's the one problem well, not the only problem I have with this game, but the main problem I have with driving is I'm used to, in Grand Theft Auto games, what I would always do, I have a habit of moving the camera around, and in this game, the camera doesn't move around while you're driving, it does move around, but you can't control it, which is a little bit annoying. And in case you guys haven't noticed, the radio sound is completely off. That is because I don't want copyright claims on my videos. That's the only reason. I'm sorry I have to do it that way, but
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes.
that's just the way it's gotta be.
I know this guy. He's connected. His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I can probably finish some work. Come on, let's head over.
Alright, now we go pretty much around the block to finish this first mission, and then we'll get our second mission as soon as we finish the first one. Of course, taxi right there.
Let's go around the back and leave the service store.
One mission done, one more starting.
Wait here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi. Say hello to 8-Ball, ladies.
8-Ball's got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Now get out of here.
Alright, the second mission in this game, I'm going to have to change that.
Look, but don't touch!
What is sprint? What is sprint set as? Right shift. That is stupid. That's gonna be space. And then do I have anything mapped to left shift? I don't think I do, but we'll see if anything changes. I didn't see anything change. Alright, that's how I want it. Alright, so sprint, jump. Okay. It's a lot more like what it should be. But this mission is basically tied for the easiest mission in the game. This and another mission is just you driving and picking up Misty and taking her somewhere. And that's basically all there is to the mission. It's just driving point to point. So there's not really much to talk about. This is a walkthrough, so for the sake of completeness, I have to include these missions anyway. Though no one's probably gonna look up help on this mission. But we're gonna do it anyway, for the sake of making this guide complete. We're here. There you go, Misty. And we get $1,500 for driving a girl back to Luigi's. Yeah, the money in this game that you get for missions was ridiculous. They fixed it in Vice City. But, I'm just gonna head back to our hideout here, and then I'm gonna explain a little bit about the series. Alright. Welcome everyone to the 100% completion guide that I'm going to be doing for Grand Theft Auto 3. Right now it's just Grand Theft Auto 3, but I'm planning on doing every Grand Theft Auto game. Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories might be a little bit harder for me to record, but hopefully I can get that up and running, because right now I have nothing that really works for recording the older consoles. The only consoles I can really record right now are my Xbox One and my Xbox 360. But yeah, this is a 100% completion guide. So I'm going to be showing every mission, every side thing that you have to do to get 100% completion, help you with tips and tricks on how to do it. The next episodes are going to be me getting all the hidden packages in Portland. And one thing I'm going to preface this guide by saying is that I think Grand Theft Auto 3 is the easiest Grand Theft Auto game to get 100% completion in, if you know what you're doing. There's many things that can hinder you from getting 100% completion if you don't know what you're doing, and I'm going to outline some of those things right now. If you're going to be doing this guide, this game along with me, and you don't want spoilers, I would turn this off now because I'll talk about it later. But I just want to outline some things that you want to avoid if you want to get 100% completion in this game. First of all, this is going to be big spoilers, so turn off if you don't want a spoiler. There's a guy named Kenji later in the game that you run into. He's over on Staunton Island over there, which we don't have unlocked yet. He has missions, and well, you're still getting missions from him. You get missions from someone else, and that other person tells you to kill Kenji. And if you're not finished with Kenji's missions, and I actually ran into this the first time I played through the game, and you're not finished with Kenji's missions, you can actually kill Kenji before you kill his missions, and that will hinder you from getting 100% completion because you can no longer do his missions. Like I said, that happened to me because I didn't like Kenji's missions, so I was just doing all the other missions, and then I ended up killing him. I'm like, is this gonna affect my percent status? And sure enough, I did everything in the game, and it did not allow me to get 100% completion. Next thing, I'm gonna get a car and show you something else that you want to avoid.
Drive slower!
There are rampages.
I'm not walking.
There are basically a bunch of missions that you want to do really early in the game, because on every island there will be gangs that will be getting mad at you very, very early in the game. Like maybe 10, 15 missions in, you'll have gangs upset at you. For like the duration of the game, it's the very beginning of the game where you're not hindered by other gangs. Here in Chinatown, you will have the Triad shooting at you, and if I go up to St. Mark's, you will have the Mafia shooting at you, which basically makes a lot of the side missions impossible. And you can't do them on the other islands because you'll have other gangs shooting at you from the get-go as soon as you unlock those islands. So some things you want to do before you get too far into the game is there's a rampage up here somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking of Liberty City Stories, I don't know. No, but there's an AK-47 here that'll come in handy. I should grab that body armor too. I'm just wasting my health away. I could have swore there was a rampage around here somewhere. There's some health. I don't know where the rampage is. Oh, there's the rampage. I knew it was in this area. There are rampages you need to do, and that can be very, very hard when the Mafia are hostile to you. There's also ones in Triad territory that you need to do. Just heading over to the hospital right now. I guess we'll just go this way. You want to do the paramedic mission early on. There are plenty of side missions like the taxi and the firefighter that you need to do for 100% completion. But paramedic is by far the hardest because the vehicle is so unstable and it doesn't give you much time to do it. and it's very, very impossible when you have gangs shooting at you wherever you go. So you want to do that early in the game here in Portland, or else that'll become pretty much impossible. And another thing that can hinder you for 100% completion, other than the gangs and killing Kenji, is the Purple Nines glitch, which I'll talk about more when I get there. But yeah, there's plenty of things that can hinder you from getting 100% completion. Those are just a few examples of it. If you follow along in the walkthrough with me as you're playing through the game, I will, whenever we come near something that could hinder you, I will mention it and make sure that you do not end up doing that. So I'll see you guys in the next part where we're going to collect the first 10 hidden packages in Portland. I'll see you guys later.